Now that this video can't be considered clickbait, if you're still around, let's jump into day 3. And this was one of the trip's biggest surprises. My huge Europe trip got cancelled.
Recalculating.
2,500 kilometers, lots of mountain passes, and Slavic influences. I won't be alone, but I have some amazing friends by my side. Beginning of day 3. Of course we had to stop for fuel, then full tank of gas, energy. We drank a coffee earlier today, right after we woke up, so close this bad boy up. So phone, we have wallet, we have full tank of gas, we have some fun we're definitely gonna have. After the mandatory petrol stop in the morning, we headed off to a nearby mountain pass. I heard some things about it, but not much really. The result? See for yourselves. Okay, so this was the first stage of this road, but this road has a few more surprises. Let's find the surprises!
What you just witnessed is called the Transbucegi Pass. You start off in a little shaded forest and then the road just climbs and climbs up until you get above the tree line. The road surface is magnificent, and once you get out of the forest, the views you get are absolutely amazing. They were so amazing that we actually decided to have breakfast up on the plateau.
You know what we have and I completely forgot?
Huh.
Pistachios.
There are so many beautiful places in here. I mean, I've been riding for 15 minutes and I already stopped. But look at this. And the bike is behaving amazingly. I mean, it's working like a charm. I lubed the chain today, it's sipping on fuel. And on this road, it's nice to be able to push it a little bit in the corners, but still, it's a tour. You never want to go too overboard with a tour, because if you fall and crash on the third day, you miss all the other 6 days. What's the point? Yes, we have to have fun, but we can have fun in a safe manner, and on roads like this, I think it's important to realize where that limit of yourself is, so that you never go there. With our bellies full and daily dose of horses on board, we decided to keep on moving. At the end of the day, this was just the start of day 3. We had to take a little detour in order to arrive at our next hotel, and also we wanted to add Dracula's castle to the itinerary for today. An honorable mention regarding shit places goes to Moreni, a village in which I was genuinely too scared to stop and wait for Anca and Juan. Gypsies left and right in the middle of the street. I mean, my only thought was to get out as quickly as possible. The route had us go through yet another mountain pass. Nothing big or intimidating, but it had to be done. And this is where the weather luck from previous days ended. To be fair, this kinda gives you time to admire the landscape around, and the road wasn't great either, definitely not fit for more spirited riding. Ow! Another quick note, if anyone knows this driver, I salute his willingness to help combat the overpopulation of the globe, but please don't hurt any other people in this fight. Thank you. The final stage before our hotel was the Brown Castle, also known as Dracula's Castle. Spoiler alert, it's smaller than you'd expect and turned a little too much into a Disney-like attraction, but still pretty cool, can't lie. After drawing a line, day 3 was amazing. We have everything, it was genuinely diverse, and for how awesome it was, it hyped me up even more for the day to come. One of my most expected roads was coming up and expectations were pretty high.
Start of the 4th day. Today is a big one because we're seeing Top Gear's best road ever. Just here in Romania, so that's fun. Also the bike is completely wet. It was pretty cold outside, but I've never been on this road and I can't wait to go on this road.
This was a big day. We had one main goal, a certain road you have probably heard of. Before that, we did stop to a citadel for which, after paying the train ticket to take us up the hill, we found out the citadel was actually closed. Oh, and the monastery in the city. Cool, if you're into monasteries. I'm not that big of a fan. For me, here's where the actual fun should have started. In 2009, one particular magazine you might know did a feature on this exact road. Clarkson, Hammond and May took their GT supercars up this, the Transfăgărășan highway. It resulted in Top Gear declaring this as the best road in the world. You can imagine why my expectations were kinda high. From a montage like this, everything looks great. Good views, motivational imagery, yada yada. The reality is slightly different. This was one of the worst roads I rode during this trip. 70 kilometers of constant potholes and asphalt deformation. I'm not saying Top Gear lied back in 2009. I'm more afraid that the road stayed the same ever since. And in a place that half the year is covered in snow and ice, you can see why that's a bad thing.
Views are amazing, but I'm sorry, this road's poor therapy for me. I can't enjoy these now. Oh God.
I love the views, they're breathtaking, truly stunning. Do not get me wrong, as a mountain this is superb. But as an alpine road, it needs quite a fair amount of TLC. Top Gear called this the best road in the world. They did the Romania special and this is what they ended up with, but I'm here now, after 70 kilometers of an outrageously bad road. Like, potholes everywhere, wavy road, it's such a shame. This whole thing reminds me that we have an amazing country. Romania has some amazing views, amazing mountains. But it's such a shame that us, as people, are so shitty that we can't even maintain one of our best tourist attractions ever. And it's sad that the views are absolutely amazing. They're breathtaking. But when you come up here, after all of these potholes and shit in the road, you're just left with a bitter taste, with a sour taste in your mouth. I don't know, I just can't enjoy it now. It's weird. Romania has other, like, alpine passes, like the Transalpina, which we're gonna go tomorrow, but I really had huge expectations out of this one. And unfortunately, it's not the first time where these expectations just aren't real. And adding to the disappointment, arriving on top it should be rewarding, but you get to a huge parking lot with cars all over the place and with the atmosphere of a shitty fair. I mean, I'm not judging anyone, but in my mind, getting to the top of a mountain should be a serene experience, not a village party. In order to sweeten the deal a little bit, we decided to go eat, and I have to admit, the food was great and the landscape from our table was even greater. Day 4 came with its highs and lows. I never expected to love the previous road so much more, but here I am. There's not much to be said about the road back to the Airbnb, it was almost nighttime at that point, so overall, these days were for sure a lot more action-packed than the first ones. And I loved it.
This other side, right, so this northern side is much better. It's honestly pretty great. I enjoyed it. Road was good.
In the next episode, the group becomes complete as the last 2 members join our trip, and the perspective of what's an amazing road changes drastically. If you enjoyed this second episode, make sure to check out the other ones in the playlist as well. Give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and see you on the next one.